This is a walkthrough for the debugging exercise for week 4, debugging letter search. You can access the starter code by typing in this command, which I've done over here, and then opened up the code. So we'll have a quick look at what this task wants, and then we'll go into how we're going to debug it. So for this task, we read in a letter from the user, and then we search more input given by the user to find that letter, or until Control D is entered. It then tells the user if the search was successful or not. And then, for example, down here, we're searching for the letter G, and we type in all of this input, and then finally on the last line, we get a G, and we print out that we found it. Whereas for this one, we're looking for a question mark, but there are no questions here, and then Control D gets entered, and it stops telling us that we didn't find what we were looking for. So, first things first, let's try to compile the code. So let's go DTC debug letter search. Cool, so it compiles. Not bad, not bad. Let's run it. See what happens. Debug letter search. Which letter are we searching for? We'll do the example, we'll do G. And type in hello. Some more input. And then maybe frog hat. We found 103. What's 103? What does that mean? Why are we printing out a number? So we found it's printed out here. But it's giving us %D. And from this spec, it seems like we want to be printing out a letter. So this format string probably needs changing. What is target? Target is a letter that we scan up here, or a character that we scan up here. So it would make sense that we should change this to C. So we'll save that, and we will recompile. Then if we run it again, and we'll do maybe the letter A, type in some input. Cool, so we found the letter A, so that works. Let's try this other example. Let's do... So maybe let's try for the same letter, let's try for A. And we can do like run and jog, and then we can hit Control D. And we get the mission was not successful, but that's all printed on the same line. So that's not ideal, so we probably need a new line between the end of this frowny face and the start of our commands. So we'll put a new line on the end of this print statement. And save that. Oops, there we go. And if we recompile it, and then run it again, we'll do G again. What are we looking for? We can look for hat, and then Control D. So that didn't work. Well, that did work, but we didn't find the letter we were looking for, which is correct. Might run it again just with some other input. Like what happens if I just type the letter by itself? We can try something like that. So what if I have G and then the letter that I'm searching for is G? We found it. Perfect. What if I did something like searching for letter H, and maybe I do like A, B, C, D, H, and then Control D. Gotta hit enter before you can enter Control D. So this is all looking fine. So we only really had 2 small printing bugs. We can try auto testing it and see what happens. So it all looks pretty good.